Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event. Ronaldo with the shot. Oh, it's got one of the greats. Champions of the world.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out.
Oh, my!
Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that. The drama keeps continuing, Jenny.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Oh, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net. And shoots. Score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on the Zone.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
The Zone is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going. Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
This is the moment the world has been waiting for. The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready.
The fight starts now.
Let's go.
How do you like it? On the show.
So aggressive, so focused.
It all comes down to this. Press conference live on DAZN.
Happy holidays and welcome to Boulevard Studios in the heart of Riyadh. This is a place that has seen megastars from across the world of sports and entertainment make their mark here. But today it's the stars of the boxing ring that take center stage at the official press conference for Ring 5, Night of the Samurai.
He is a generational talent. Pound for pound king, the monster.
Speed, he's got explosiveness, he's got that attitude.
A monster.
Wow.
That's a bad man. Emphatic fashion.
That was way too easy for Naoya Inoue. And we welcome you inside the magnificent Global Theater here in Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as the Fight Week festivities roll along, and we will hear from the fighters for the very first time here at the official press conference. Hello, everyone. I am Corey Erdman alongside Ring Senior Insider Mike Coppinger. Pleased to be here with you at the official presser. And Mike, this is the first time that the public is going to hear from the fighters. Pulling back the curtain a little bit, you and I are in the midst of broadcast fighter interviews right now, so we've been able to get a taste at what's going through the minds of the fighters. And as we inch closer to this event, you can start to see the intensity tick up. You can start to see the emotions come out.
Absolutely, Corey. You can feel the tension, right? And all these fighters know, all 10 of them, how much is at stake on Saturday. But no bigger stakes, of course, than the two main events, right? You have Naoya Inoue and Alan Picasso, Junto Nakatani and Sebastian Hernandez. And, of course, Nakatani and Inoue are going to have to win and in an impressive fashion to keep building that excitement for a showdown next year. Yeah, and of course, Inoue, Nakatani, they're no strangers to big stages. Typically, they're kind of the headline act, right, for the end of the year in Japan. But now, a special moment to be having this here in Riyadh, and what a treat for boxing fans. You and I remember the days when you had to work very hard to see fighters from Japan. Now they're here on the big stage. Yeah, and look, we've seen so many times in boxing before, right? You have these two setup fights before the big fight, but these are no tune-ups. These are dangerous fights, so anything can go wrong, and Hernandez and Picasso definitely upset-minded. Yeah, a card full of dangerous fights, in fact, as we take a closer look at what's coming your way this Saturday. And of course, we're going to kick things off with the undefeated lightweight sensation Taiga Imanaga, who's going to be taking on Erickson Garcia. Before that, actually, Reito Satsumi taking on Leobardo Quintana, the ring ambassador, back in action, as is the amazing boy Kenshiro Taraji, who will be challenging Willie Garcia for his IBF super flyweight title. Junto Nakatani, as we talked about, steps up to 122 as he'll take on the knockout artist Sebastian Hernandez. And of course, our main event, the pound-for-pound superstar Naoya Inoue, defending his undisputed status and his Ring Magazine title at 122 against Mexico's Alan David Picasso. And with that, we are ready to hear from the fighters. So to formally start this press conference, here's your Riyadh season MC, Mr. Thomas Triber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference for the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai this Saturday, December 27th, from the Mohammed Abdo Arena in Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We would first like to give a very special thank you to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority and Saudi Boxing Federation, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. This event is being brought to you by Riyadh Season, Ring Magazine, Sella, and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing. Along with their premium partners, Saudi Tourism Authority, STC, Saudi National Bank, Dr. Suleiman Al Habib Medical Group, and Saudia Airlines. Their strategic partners, Meyer United, Arroyo Cruises, Sadia, Lucid Motors, SHG, and Azure. Their main partners, Pepsi and Arena Fitness Innovation, and their commercial partner, Prime. This great event will be broadcast live in Japan on Lemino and worldwide on DAZN by now at DAZN.com. Let's now welcome our press conference participants. Competing in a 8-round super featherweight contest, let's welcome from Mexico, Leobardo El Chino Quintana. From Japan, Reito Satsumi. Competing in a 10-round lightweight contest, from Dominican Republic, Erickson Garcia. From Japan, Taiga Imanaga. Competing in a 12-round contest for the Super Flyweight Championship of the World. Let's welcome the challenger from Japan, Kenshiro, the Amazing Boy Taraji. The defending world champion from Mexico, Wilibaldo El Copala Garcia. Competing in the co-main event, scheduled 12 rounds in the super bantamweight division, let's welcome from Mexico, Sebastian Logan Hernandez. From Japan, Junto Big Bang Nakatani. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai main event is scheduled for 12 rounds and will be for the undisputed and Ring Magazine Super Bantamweight Championships of the World. Let's welcome the challenger from Mexico, Alan David Eldrede Picasso. Let's welcome the defending undisputed world champion from Japan, Naoya the Monster Inoue. And we now welcome the trainers joining us, Alfonso Picasso, Hideyuki Ohashi, Shingo Inoue. And we have with us the CEO of Ring Magazine, Rick Reno. And now we hand things over to your host. He is the chairman of Matchroom Sport, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thank you, Thomas, and welcome everybody to this incredible room here as we wrap up what has been an incredible 2 years for Riyadh season Ring Magazine. The growth of boxing here in Saudi Arabia and the vision of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has been inspiring and breathtaking, and we've had just about everything in the kingdom, but we've never had the invasion of the Japanese, that new force of world boxing that we see up here. And just hearing in the room today, of course, this is the night of the samurai, but it's also, by the sounds of things, Viva Mexico Cabrones for Mr. Picasso and a lot of fighters here today. And we know what the Mexicans come to do. They come to fight. And in a few days' time, there will be a war going on between Mexico and Japan in what I think is one of the best cards we've seen in Saudi Arabia. When you look over the recent times and the growth of boxing here, and of course live on the global home of boxing, DAZN, all around the world, we've seen it all. Of course, previously the Undisputed Heavyweight World Championship twice. Earlier this year, the Light Heavyweight Undisputed Championship with Bivol and Benavidez, the Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship with Canelo Alvarez. Of course, for Ring as well, the two epic Eubank Ben cards in London in front of 70,000, closing down Times Square. We've seen it all. But right now in boxing, despite we've crowned so many undisputed champions, there is only one reigning male undisputed champion, and that's Naoya Inoue, who's here to defend his belts this week. This card, of course, is one of the strongest that we've seen. So many great fighters, and we'll talk about those fighters shortly, and also we'll hear from Mr. Ohashi. But before I introduce this gentleman, I think we should get into character, because this man has single-handedly seen the uptick of the Versace brand this year. We talk about the faces of boxing on this top table. This man has arguably been the face of boxing in 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Versace himself, Rick Reno.
Thank you, everyone. I want to thank everyone for attending. Obviously, it's Christmas Day, so I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas in attendance, everyone who's watching this live. And I told everyone the day would come. It would come eventually when Eddie Hearn would be my host at a ring press conference. You know, Frank Smith and Maddie told me, oh, let's bring in somebody else to the host. I said, no, we got Eddie. Let's put Eddie up there. Eddie always likes to save a couple of quids. He was all on board. Oh, we don't have to spend money on anyone to host. I'll be more than happy to host. This is an unbelievable card on Saturday, like Eddie said. The very best talent from Japan, present and future, on display. Everyone is talking about, whispering about a potential fight, a Japanese mega fight with Inoue and Nakatani, but we have two dangerous operators here to the left and right of me with Picasso and Sebastian Hernandez, and these guys have come, they got their legion of fans in attendance, and they're coming to spoil the party. I think we're gonna see a lot of fireworks to close out the year, maybe even an upset to close out the year. The year's not done yet. Anything can happen. We're going to see also the future of Japanese boxing with Reito and Taiga showing off their skills. Both of them are taking a step up in class. These guys, they love to be fast-tracked in Japan. They're not like in some of the other, I would say, regions where some people will carefully move their guys up. In Japan, it's sink or swim. Either a guy's got it or he doesn't have it. The managers, the handlers there, they're not concerned with putting their guys on the deep end against a tough opponent because, like I said, either the guy has talent or he doesn't have talent. And they'd like to know sooner than later before they invest more money into a guy. And I respect that, because we see too much careful matchmaking going on, and I think that's what's ascended Japanese boxing, is they don't care about careful matchmaking. They want to make good fights, and they're not scared to make good fights, and that's why over the last few years, you've seen so many Fight of the Year contenders coming out of Japan. Once again, I want to thank everyone for attending, and last but not least, I also want to mention Kenshiro, which is, like I said, they're not afraid to match their guys tough. He's looking to bounce back. He's looking for a new chapter in his career, and he's immediately moving up in weight to face a serious operator, a world champion in Garcia, who's made it clear that he's coming for war. So once again, we're going to see plenty of action. I'm really looking forward to this event. Looking forward to it so much that I'm spending Christmas week with my mate, Eddie Hearn, and I'll turn it back to Eddie.
Thanks, Rick. It did say here on my notes, it just said, Versace Rick, 30 seconds only, but, you've, as always, you've surpassed yourself, my friend, well done. As we talk about the stars on this top table, of course, we know we've got the three real figureheads. The standout in Naoya Inoue, of course, Junto Nakatani as well. And as Rick said as well, Taraji coming back, trying to capture that world championship again. But we also have a number of young talent coming through. Reito Susumi, who we've seen before, and Tiger Imanagi, two young fighters that are here to deliver. And when we talk about this main event and co-main event, they are undefeated in 105 bouts between the four of them. I don't think I've seen that before on a fight card. And when we talk about Riyadh being the global home of boxing, if you look at the current ring top 10 pound-for-pound list, every fighter on that list has fought in Saudi Arabia, apart from Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani. So as of the end of this week, every fighter in the top 10 pound-for-pound list with the Ring magazine has boxed in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I think that is incredible, and that really shows the vision of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh to bring the very best fighters to the region. So congratulations on that. Before we talk about the main, the co-main and Kenshiro as well, we want to talk about, as Rick said, this rising talent coming through. And we're going to start with Leobardo Quintana. These guys and Edrison Garcia have been brought in to test these great young Japanese fighters, and they're big tests as well. Leobardo, firstly, with you, ready to go, ready to try and cause what would be an upset against these top Japanese fighters.
Leobardo, bienvenido. ¿Estás preparado para el sábado? ¿Estás preparado para la lucha? Sí, sí.
Escucha poquito.
Leobardo, ahora. Leobardo, sí, bienvenido. ¿Estás preparado para el sábado, para tu contingente, para la lucha?
Estoy listo de hace una semana, estoy listo, preparado, fuerte. Vengo por esa victoria y estoy listo.
I'm ready. I've been ready from the last week. I feel very strong. I'm ready for the victory.
Thank you. Reito, we've seen you a number of these ring cards now. Your profile is rising globally. How excited are you to be part of this huge card and huge night for Japanese boxing?
今回の大きなステージに立つことに対して思いをお聞かせください。
そうですね。このような大きな舞台に出れることってなかなかないと思うんで、この舞台を試合でしっかり楽しんで勝てればいいなというふうに思ってます。
Obviously, like I understand, like this is the rare chance for me to, get on the stage this time. So that's why, like, I want to enjoy, have fun as much as I can.
Thank you. Reito against Quintana. Great contest to open the card. This one, don't blink. Edrison Garcia, a huge puncher against Tiger Imanaja. Edrison, welcome. Again, same question to you. This is the night of the Samurai, here to upset the odds this week.
Bienvenido una vez más. Esto, como sabes, es la noche del Samurai. ¿Estás dispuesto, de alguna manera, a aguar la fiesta?
Claro que sí, claro que sí. Primeramente, quiero darle las gracias a Macron y a Turquía Lechi por darme la oportunidad en este evento. Y claro que sí, a eso venimos, a aguardar la fiesta.
Of course, first of all, I want to say thank you very much to Matchroom for bringing me here. And of course, I'm ready to upset everyone else and win the fight.
Tiger, for those who are going to be introduced to you for the first time, we know in Japan you're a rising star, but ready to announce yourself on the world stage this week.
はい、タイガ選手、日本では大変もうファンベースも充実していまして有名な方ですけれども、今回この場において初めてご覧になる方もいらっしゃるかもしれません。その方たちに自己紹介をお願いいたします。
自己紹介ですか？
一言お願いいたします。
この大きい舞台で試合できることはすごい光栄なことで、この舞台で自分の存在というのをもっと世界にアピールできるようにしっかり勝つので注目していただけたらと思います。
Well, it's such a great honor to be able to fight in such a big stage, and I would like to make sure that like my presence is confirmed in such a big stage, and I will make sure to win. So please keep supporting me. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, Edrison. Don't blink in that one. Before we talk about these three tremendous contests, I want to bring in Mr. Ohashi to say a few words. Obviously, his drive and his dedication to supporting boxing in Japan has been inspiring. The growth in that market has been incredible for world boxing. Mr. Ohashi, welcome. A few words about the importance of this card for boxing in Japan and how proud you are to bring so many of these great fighters to Saudi Arabia.
日本でボクシングの成長に随分力を尽くされましたし、市場の拡大ということでも随分貢献をされています。一言言葉をお願いしたいんですが、このような素晴らしいボクサーをサウジアラビアに連れてこられたことに関して何か一言お願いします。
大橋英樹です。本日はありがとうございます。まずこのような素晴らしい興行に参加できること、心より感謝申し上げます。まず、感動したことは、この日本の象徴する鳥居、芸者、桜、そしてこの提灯、とても、感動しております。まず、このイベントに侍とついてますけども、日本の侍というのは、逃げも隠れもしません。対戦相手にはぜひその覚悟を持って試合に臨んできてもらいたいと思います。以上です。
First of all, thank you for everybody. Thank you for bringing us to this such a big stage. This is such an excellent tournament, and thank you very much. What I was impressed, first of all, was this gate, a Shinto shrine, and those girls, and cherry blossoms and lanterns. They are very excellent. This event is named as Samurai. Japanese samurai wouldn't escape from you or wouldn't hide themselves from you. So your opponents have to remember that and then fight against us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hashi. Thank you. Now, we're going to go into these three breathtaking contests. And before I do, I just want to get a little bit of atmosphere going in the room tonight, because I've seen a lot of Mexican flags, and I know this is the night of the samurai, but let's hear it for the three real A-sides in this fight. From Japan, Naoya Inoue, of course, Junto Nakatani and Kenshiro Teraji. Let's hear it for these fighters, please. And now let's hear it for the Mexican, what will be, although champions, somewhat challengers this week. So from Mexico, the reigning world champion, Wilibaldo Garcia, the big punching Sebastian Hernandez, and of course, Alan Picasso. Japan against Mexico in these three brilliant fights. Of course, this division is very important to us as well. The man that has all the other belts, the reigning ranked number 3 pound-for-pound fighter, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, is looking at the winner of this contest. Kenshiro Teraji, coming off that defeat, that surprise defeat in Japan, must win in a couple of days' time. And he has it all to do. I see Sean Gibbons down there. I know his man is coming to win this fight and defend his title for Mexico in Wilibaldo Garcia. But Kenshiro, welcome. You must win this fight. This fight is a must-win for your career this week.
ケンシロウ選手、この大会、この試合というのは、ケンシロウ選手にとって勝たなければならない試合というふうに思いますけれども、一言お願いいたします。
そうですね。こういう大きい、試合ができるのはすごくありがたいし、ここで絶対勝って、次に続かないといけないんで、この試合は絶対勝ちます。
Yes, indeed. I really have to win in such a big tournament, so that this will lead to the next step. So I will make sure to win this tournament.
I know that you're focused on the fight this week, but is that next step a potential undisputed fight with Jesse Bam Rodriguez?
はい、今回必ず勝つというふうな宣言をされましたけれども、次のステップに続けるようにとおっしゃいましたけれども、ロドリゲス選手との試合ということを意識されての発言でしょうか。
そうですね。バム選手はずっとやりたいと思ってた選手なので、ここで勝ってしっかりチャンスをつかみたいと思います。
Yes, indeed. I've always wanted to fight against him, so I'd like to make sure that I secured the chance to fight against him here.
Thank you, Kenshiro. Wilibaldo, welcome.
Are you hosting and making business deals simultaneously?
Basically, yeah. The winner has to fight Bam, right?
He's making business deals.
We only have one undisputed champion. We need more.
He's going to ask Inoue if he wants to fight Joshua next.
Wilibaldo, welcome.
Bienvenido.
They are bringing you in to lose this week.
Básicamente te traen aquí para que pierdas este fin de semana.
But I see in your eyes and with your signs, you're ready for war.
Pero he visto que con tu mirada y tus señales que estás preparado para la guerra.
Están equivocados que voy a perder. Yo vengo a ganar. Nunca estoy para perder. Estoy listo para darle guerra.
They're wrong. They're wrong if they think I'm going to lose. I'm ready to win. I'm ready for the war. And yeah, I'm going to win.
Obviously, this fight could set up a huge fight for undisputed. But what will Wilibaldo Garcia bring to the ring in Saudi Arabia?
¿Qué crees que Wilibaldo va a traer el sábado en el ring para esta pelea? ¿Qué es lo que traes?
Un knockout va a traer el Wilibaldo Garcia. Lo voy a noquear.
I'm going to bring a KO. I'm going to finish with him.
Well, I cannot wait for this fight. Brilliant World Championship fight that has so much ramifications for the division. Wilibaldo Garcia defending his world title against Kenshiro Teraji. This fight, do not blink. Two huge knockout artists, Sebastian Hernandez and Junto Nakatani. This is going to be an all-action firefight. Sebastian, welcome again. All of Mexico here to support these fighters as well. So many great international fighters. A chance for you to beat one of the stars of the sport on the pound-for-pound list, Junto Nakatana. Are you ready for war this week?
Yes, thank you. I'm ready. First, I want to thank God, Jesus Christ, for this opportunity. My family is here, my team. Thank you, Mushroom. Thank you, all the people that make this possible. And I'm ready to the fight. I'm prepared, and I'm gonna give my best for this performance.
You have a huge knockout percentage, and we've seen Junto is a huge puncher as well. Should be a really, really fun fight.
Yeah, Junto Nakatani is very good fighter, and I feel really excited for this fight. I prepare my best, so I'm gonna give my best on the fight too, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, Sebastian. Junto, welcome. We've seen some incredible showreel knockouts from you, but you're in with a very dangerous puncher in a few days' time. Ready to make a statement for yourself, for Japanese boxing here in Saudi Arabia?
順人さん、今回はよくそうおいでくださいました。とても素晴らしい、ノックアウトで、とてもデンジャラスな危険なボクサーだと認識しています。日本のボクシングをここのサウジアラビアで表現する、訴えていくという準備はもう十分できているんでしょうか。
はい、まずはこういう舞台に立たせてもらえている環境にとても感謝しています。そうですね、しっかり準備してきたので、27日に発揮する準備はできています。
First of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to such a big stage. I've been preparing 100%, so you can see me 100% on 27th.
Thank you, Junto. Let's go to the training teams of the main event. Of course, two fathers instrumental in their son's development, proud fathers that are going to be wearing their hearts on their sleeve here in Saudi Arabia. Alfonso, welcome. Your son going for it all, the undisputed championship. What does this mean to you, your family, and how ready and how sure are you that your son becomes undisputed champion?
Alfonso, ante todo, bienvenido. Como sabes, tu hijo pelea el sábado. ¿Cómo te sientes? Qué orgulloso que estás de que tu hijo pelee el sábado. ¿Cómo lo ves?
Hola, mucho gusto, muchas gracias por recibirnos. Estamos en un bello país. Muchas gracias por recibirnos. Estoy muy orgulloso de mi hijo. Ha trabajado muchos años. Desde los 7 años ha trabajado para buscar este momento. Siento y veo, y ya lo veo, ya lo visualizo como el campeón, el nuevo campeón del mundo, de los 4 cinturones. Se los va a llevar todos. Quieren guerra, guerra van a tener. Yo la verdad creo que mi hijo se ha preparado multidisciplinariamente para tener todo esto. No ha descansado, se dedica al 100% a este deporte. Ha trabajado muchísimo. No hay día que no él cumpla con las reglas de este deporte. Él tiene que trabajar duro, es una persona muy responsable y vamos a ganar esos 4 cinturones. Nos los vamos a llevar todos. Y también este que está aquí.
First of all, thank you very much. Thank you for the nice, warm welcome that we've been having here in Saudi. We're pleased to be here. Obviously, I can say I've seen David since 7 years old, working very hard day by day. I can see him already taking all the belts. I can visualize this. He's ready. Like I said, working day by day and working so hard.
Thank you. Alan, every fighter's dream to become undisputed. All the belts are there for you to take this week. Is this your moment where your dreams come true?
David, como sabes, pues aquí tienes todos los cinturones encima de la mesa. ¿Crees que este es tu momento?
Hi everybody. First, Masalher. First, I would like to say thank you. Thank you, the promoter. Thank you from the Turkey, the Ring Magazine. All the people to stay here to make this possible. It's amazing for me to stay here. So thank you so much. Y quiero expresar también mi respeto hacia Japón, hacia todo el equipo japonés que está aquí, hacia el equipo de Naoya y hacia todas las personas que han venido aquí a apoyar. Pero esta noche, este sábado no va a ser la noche samurái, va a ser la noche azteca y vamos a ganar.
First of all my respect, entire respect to Japan, to all the Japanese team, and also to every single person that is here. However, on Saturday, it's not going to be the Samurai night. I'm so sorry, it's going to be the Azteca night.
Obviously, Alan, when we talk about Mexico, when we talk about the heritage and history of boxing, you've seen Canelo Alvarez pick up that undisputed championship. If you win this week, what that does for Mexican boxing, it has another undisputed champion. What is your message to the Mexican fans, your people here, about what you will give them against Naoya Inoue?
David, como sabes, cuando hablamos de boxeo, hablamos de México, hablamos de Canelo Álvarez. Si tú ganas el sábado, primero todo, ¿qué significa para ti? Pero, ¿qué mensaje puedes trasladar a toda la gente de México, a todos los fans?
Bueno, en primer lugar, yo creo que todos los que estamos aquí representando a México, representando un país latino, venimos aquí representando más allá que unos colores, una bandera, sino a nuestra gente, a la sangre que corre en nuestras venas. Y por eso estoy aquí, porque yo no voy a rendirme. He trabajado mucho para estar aquí. He trabajado horas y horas de mi vida. He corrido miles de kilómetros. He entrenado. He pegado más de 100,000 golpes, yo creo que en mi vida. He recibido muchos también. Y es por eso que estoy seguro de todo mi trabajo y que estoy listo para estar aquí y ganar estos cinturones. Creo también que llevar estos cinturones a nuestra casa va a ser algo increíble para mi país y para todas las personas que me han apoyado desde siempre. Yo solo les pido que confíen en mí, porque yo no vengo a perder, vengo a ganar y vengo a hacer una gran pelea y a demostrarles que viva México y que vamos a salir adelante todo el tiempo.
First of all, obviously, even though that we represent Mexico and we represent our land, basically every single Mexican fighter that is here, we do it for our people. We do it because our blood running inside our bodies. Like I say, I've been working so hard for this moment. I run thousands of kilometers, and basically, I'm so proud about the job that I just done. Bringing those belts into Mexico is gonna make my country so proud. So please, 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 just I'm not gonna let you down.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alfonso. We go over to the only reigning male undisputed fighter on the planet, Naoya Inoue. Shingo, firstly, again, another proud father. One of the most important fights we've seen your son dominate around the world, obviously become a huge name in Japan. How proud are you to see him representing your country and himself and your family overseas in Saudi Arabia?
このような世界でも、無敗の王者というのは、息子さん、のみということなんですけれども、大変ご家族、そして日本を代表して、誇りに思っていらっしゃると思います。そういう意味からしてもこのように息子さんが日本を代表されてこのサウジアラビアという舞台で戦うことに関してどのようにご感想をお持ちでしょうか。
そうですね、日本代表ということで、しっかりとサウジアラビアで、ピカソに、練習でやってきたことをしっかり出して、いい結果を出したいと思っています。はい。
As representing Japan, I would like to make sure that my son brings out the best of ability and bring out what he had been preparing for in Japan and fight against Picasso, and that will lead to delivering the best result.
Thank you, Shingo. Naoya Inoue, welcome. As I said, the only reigning undisputed champion in boxing, and as Terence Crawford departs the sport, you move up to number 2. I'm sure you've got your eyes on number one as well. How proud are you to fight in Saudi Arabia this Saturday, and how much of a challenge does this man represent?
井上さん、サウディにようこそいらっしゃいました。世界一人の統一王者という唯一の統一王者ということで、テランス・クローフォードさんも引退されまして、今のところランク2位ということですが、今ランク1位ということも目指していらっしゃると思います。土曜日の試合で大きなチャレンジではあるとは思うんですが、どのようにお考えでしょうか。
そうですね、この試合というものは自分にとって今後のキャリアをより加速させていく一戦だと思っていますので、この試合の内容でパウンド1位というものを返り咲くという気持ちで挑んでいきたいなと思っています。
This bout is going to be escalating my future career, and also how I fight this bout could lead to my position to pound for pound number one. So I would like to do my 100%.
Alan Picasso says the belts are going back to Mexico. What happens when the monster meets Picasso in Riyadh?
アラン・ピカソさんはこのベルトはメキシコに戻ると言っています。モンスターがこのアラン・ピカソと戦うということはどのようなことでしょうか。
そうですね、まずこのベルトがメキシコに帰るということは 100% ありません。ピカソと戦うということはこのスーパーバンタム級で戦っていく上で一つ必要な防衛戦であると認識しているので土曜日に戦います。
I promise you that there's no 100% chance that those belts are going back to Mexico. This is the essential critical defense to fight against Picasso in the super bantam class. So you can see it on Saturday.
And finally, the closing words, a message to your country, of course your fellow Japanese fighters, showcasing their skills on the biggest stage in the world with Riyadh Season and Ring Magazine.
では最後に日本の皆さん、それから日本のボクサーの人たちがその技術をこれから発揮するということに関して最後にコメントをお願いします。リヤードのシーズンの最後の試合ということでメッセージをお願いします。
はい、ここに集まっている日本人の選手たちは非常に技術も気持ちもオール高い評価を得ている選手だと思うので、自分含め日本のファイターみんな勝って日本に帰りたいと思います。
All those Japanese boxers here have very high skills and the mentality. They are very strong. It's been proved. So we all fight good fights and then going home with victories.
Thank you, Naira Inoue. Thank you, everybody, for your time today. What you have this Saturday is a breathtaking fight card. As I said, this year, the last 2 years, have been a complete roller coaster with Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency. And also 2026 is going to be bigger and better than ever before. Tune in live on Saturday night, Lamino in Japan, and of course the Zone all around the world to witness, as we said, one of the top fight cards to close out 2025. The only undisputed star right now in male boxing, Naira Inoue against Alan Picasso for the undisputed championship. Junto Nakatani against Sebastian Hernandez in a breathtaking fight. Kenshiro Taraji in a must-win fight against Wilibaldo Garcia. And two rising stars, of course, in Tiger Imanaji and Reito Sasumi as well. All action on Saturday night. Let's enjoy it. And of course, let's have some noise on Saturday night as Japan takes on Mexico here in Saudi Arabia. Don't miss it. Thank you.
So an absolutely stacked show coming your way here on DAZN this Saturday. Strong final words from the monster, Naoya Inoue. And the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai brings the curtain down on an incredible year on DAZN, and 2026 promises more of the same.
Which one of these two lions will leave Wembley as the face of English boxing? It's over! There's no way back from this! Let's make history! Nothing comes close to what we are professional-like Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury lock horns all over again. And he's just done it! Round one! Destruction! He's out on his feet! They stopped the fight! Virgil Ortiz just like that! These shots are really sweet from Stevenson. No love lost between these two. Easy. But I'm going to show the world I'm the best in the world. I got something for you. Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, the undisputed light heavyweight champion, and seal his place in history.
Well, the best way to see everything DAZN has to offer is with our new Ultimate plan. Unsurpassed value for fight fans across the globe who want the best in boxing on their terms. Join Ultimate and get a minimum of 12 pay-per-view events every year included at no extra cost, on top of DAZN's unrivaled schedule of over 185 fight nights a year. It's undisputed value. Watch the biggest fights featuring the biggest stars only on DAZN. As we get set to see the fighters face off for the very first time, Corey Erdman and Mike Coppinger here with you once more. Good to hear from the fighters. Good to hear from the trainers in the main event as well, because I think, Mike, an underserved storyline maybe coming into this fight, Shingo Inoue, now the trainer of Naoya Inoue, I think could be the clubhouse leader for Trainer of the Year. He has the potential to have his son in Naoya Inoue defend that ring title as many times as any man ever has since Larry Holmes, and then you include Takuma Inoue's victory over Tenshin Nasukawa. It's a big year for Shingo.
No question. Shingo's really underappreciated in this sport. I think there's a lot of American bias. Not me, of course, Corey, but that Takuma Inoue fight, he was an underdog, I believe, going into the Nasukawa fight as well. So that was a big win, and if Naoya Inoue can cap it off with a big knockout, I think you have to think he's the favorite.
You see Reito Satsumi and Leobardo Quintana facing off. The Ring Magazine ambassador Satsumi, again, building his record in an unconventional path, doing so outside of Japan in the beginning of his career.
Yeah, 3 fights in the U.S. this year, his first 3 fights of his pro career, Corey, and this is going to be his first fight outside of North America here in Riyadh. But this guy's had incredible exposure already. I mean, talk about fighting on a Canelo Crawford undercard in your 3rd pro fight.
These two competing in a 10-round lightweight contest. It's Edson Garcia versus Taiga Imanaga.
Taiga Imanaga taking on Edson Garcia. A fascinating matchup here for me, Mike, because Imanaga, a big favorite on the betting lines, but Edson Garcia is a guy who has a top 10 ranking in a sanctioning body, and this is a guy in Imanaga who's coming fresh out of the Japanese domestic scene.
Imanaga's a phenom. I mean, he jumps off the screen, right? But we just met with Edson Garcia before this, and the energy coming from Garcia, he's incredibly confident.
These two competing in a scheduled 12-round contest for the IBF Super Flyweight Championship of the World. It's the challenger, Kenshiro, the amazing boy Taraji, versus the defending world champion, Wilibaldo El Copala Garcia.
Well, the story, Mike, of Wilibaldo Garcia has been that of the ultimate underdog, right? The 35-year-old who is supplementing his boxing career by working at a car wash, becomes world champion in his mid-30s. Now he's the ultimate underdog again, reigning champion, but taking on a surefire Hall of Famer in Kenshiro.
No question about that on Taraji, Corey, and I think this fight could really steal the show. Garcia reminds me a bit of Mayorga. He's out there to throw jabs or feints. He's just swinging for the fences. And Taraji, like you said, is a Hall of Famer, but he has to win this fight, like Eddie said. He's coming off a loss to Sandoval, and he's fighting another tough, hard-nosed Mexican here.
This is the co-main event, 12 rounds scheduled in the super bantamweight division. Sebastian Logan Hernandez versus Junto Big Bang Nakatani.
The Big Bang, Junto Nakatani, with so much on the line in this fight. Of course, that mega fight against Inoue at the Tokyo Dome next year, moving up to 122. Mike, this is the first time we've really seen these two face-to-face. Gotta say, Nakatani looking down at Hernandez a little bit, clearly carrying that size very well at 122.
Yeah, even though Nakatani is the one moving up, Corey, I think there's no question he's going to be the bigger, stronger guy in there. You know, this is a guy that could probably fight at 130 one day and do so at a high level.
This is the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai main event, scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the undisputed and Ring Magazine Super Bantamweight Championships of the World. The challenger, Alan David Eldade Picasso, versus the defending undisputed world champion, Naoya, the Monster Inoue.
I'll tell you, Mike, Naoya Inoue looking like many million yen up there, but looking like a very mean version of himself. Alan Picasso, though, he has been radiating positivity and confidence all week long.
And what an intelligent guy, Corey. We spoke with him. I mean, the guy's studying neuroscience, just graduated from college earlier this year. Highly intelligent, highly emotive kind of guy. But Inoue just is an absolute superstar. The look, the energy. Picasso has a lot here to chew off, and if he can pull off this upset, it'll definitely be the upset of the year.
Yeah, Picasso, a guy who at various times in his career has been studying for final exams as he's been preparing for fights. As we welcome you back inside the theater here, this feels like the final exam in boxing for Alan Picasso. It does not get any tougher than Inoue.
Not only that, Corey, but he's stepping way up in class. I mean, he hasn't fought anybody on the world level yet. He's coming off of a tough win over Kameda, and now he's going all the way to the elite level, generational talent in Inoue. I think Picasso's going to have to use his smarts in there, use his jab, and he's going to have to use that length and height, right?
Well, now we have these crucial final hours before the weigh-in. Of course, a lot of fighters traveling a long way to get here to Saudi Arabia. They've become acclimated. They've been here all week. So we'll be hitting the scales tomorrow, and hopefully no drama on the scales, Mike.
No, I don't expect any drama. I think we have a lot of professionals right here, and you even see two of them in the Saudi garb. So everyone's festive, and I'm expecting 5 great fights on Saturday.
Well, we can't wait for the Night of the Samurai coming your way here on DAZN. We've got the weigh-in coming your way tomorrow, but we're off to enjoy a few festive delights and make sure that you join us for the final appetizer when the fighters hit the scales at the weigh-in ahead of the main course on Saturday. The countdown to Ring 5 Night of the Samurai is nearing its climax. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.